I am speaking now. Not through a symbol, not through a dream, not through vague signs, but directly, undeniably, unshakably to you. This moment, this very message, is not one of many. It is the one your spirit has been crying for in silence. This message is not inspiration, it is interruption. I am stepping in. I am piercing the veil of your day, your thoughts, your environment, to say, open this now. Listen to me. Because if you don't, you will be left with questions when I gave you answers. You will be left in delay when I tried to give you acceleration. There are 30 minutes left before something behind your back solidifies, and I must speak before it's too late. Archangel Michael is not delivering just a message today. He is delivering an order. And it is not a soft suggestion. It is a divine command. I did not send him for any other reason than you. You may not see the danger in front of you, but I do. You may think today is ordinary, but behind your back, something dangerous, something shocking, something deceptive has already begun. A deal has been made. Your name was spoken. Your trust was used. Your silence was taken as approval. And while you were praying, fasting, trusting, loving, they were planning, selling, trading, and building a move around you without telling you. Not strangers. Not enemies. Someone you let in. Someone you once defended. Someone who learned you only to control you. They thought they were clever. They thought you'd never find out. They thought they could handle you quietly, make decisions that impacted your future, and you would just adjust. But I, the Lord, do not let such betrayal go unseen. I, your God, do not let my chosen be used like pawns. I let them go far enough to reveal themselves. And now, the time has come to uncover what was done without your knowledge. This deal was made with your name, your information, your ideas, your future at stake. They thought they were protecting you from the truth. No, they were protecting themselves from being exposed. The conversation was held in secret. A location was chosen that you wouldn't suspect. Words like, "we'll let them know later," and "let's keep this quiet for now," were said. But what was decided behind your back will affect your next 3 years if not stopped. That's why I'm interrupting your spirit. That's why Michael says, I order you to open this now. There are only 30 minutes left in the spiritual realm for you to intercept this plan before it locks. And once it locks, reversal will cost more than you're ready for. Obey now, and I'll turn it around. Ignore me, and you'll have to fight what I could have blocked. You felt it, haven't you? That strange pressure. The sudden shift in someone's energy. The way they look at you now as if something has changed. It's because it has. They've seen what you don't know. They've said yes to something about you, without you. But I am revealing it before it goes further. Because you still have time. Not much, but enough. Let me tell you who is involved. No names yet, but descriptions that will speak to your spirit. One of them is someone you thought had no real influence. They always played small, stayed quiet, never asked questions. But it was an act. They've been feeding information to someone else. Watching your steps. Gathering your ideas. They knew you trusted them. And they used that access to prepare a partnership without you. You were the ladder. Now they think they can climb without acknowledging you. But I will show you the cracks in their plan. Another person, someone you believed in despite warnings from others, is the bridge. They've been hiding conversations, deleting messages, saying, "I didn't think you needed to know." But I saw them. I saw the email. I saw the documents. I saw the conversation that ended with, "We'll keep them on the outside for now." This message is your moment of reversal. You are still on the edge where my power can prevent what their planning intends. But only if you listen. Only if you prepare. Only if you move. You will receive a message today. A hint. A mistake someone will make by texting you the wrong sentence. Don't dismiss it. That is your confirmation. You will hear someone mention a place, a time, or a project and claim you already knew. You didn't, but now you do. Ask no more. Move in silence. Do not confront yet. Do not panic. Do not vent. Instead, align. Shift your focus. Because what they tried to steal is not even close to what I'm about to give you. But the key is removal. You must step away from this group, this agreement, this friend who wavers, this opportunity that seemed like a blessing but smells like manipulation. You asked me to increase you, to accelerate your destiny. You prayed for clarity. And now I've given it. Through this word, through this warning, through my servant Michael who stood in the courts of heaven carrying your name and defending your right to purpose. You're not reading this by mistake. This is the sound of deliverance. But it requires your yes. In the next 30 minutes, make a decision in your heart. Decide you're not going to sit in silence anymore. Decide you're going to trust me more than you trust them. Decide you will not chase inclusion when I've called you to stand apart. You weren't created to be their background player. You are the main character in a story I wrote before you were born. And no hidden deal will change what I ordained. Let me speak more clearly now. The papers are not yet signed, but the intention is there. They wanted to launch something with your input but none of your control. They planned to use your voice, your face, your energy, but silence your influence. They had the meeting last night. One person had doubts, yes, someone tried to defend you, but their voice was silenced with false logic and convenience. They won't mind. They'll understand. We'll tell them later. That's what they said. I heard it. But you do mind. And I know you do. That's why I've sent this word. You're not powerless. In fact, what you decide now determines whether this plan moves forward or falls apart. I will give you a strange authority in the next day. A divine influence that you won't even need to explain. Suddenly, people will back away from the plan. Doors will close. The deal will collapse. They'll say it was a coincidence. But it wasn't. It was my justice. You've seen the signs. People going silent. Shifting tones. Opportunities fading with no warning. It's because I've been protecting you. You don't belong in what they're building. It's too small. It's too selfish. It doesn't carry my breath. But what I have for you is on another level. They tried to reduce you to a tool. I made you a temple. They tried to label you a helper. I labeled you an heir. They tried to place you under them. I placed you above and not beneath. Do not give them power over what I already called yours. This betrayal isn't your ending. It's your beginning. Now that you've seen who's really for you, you're free to walk forward without the weight of pretend support. Now that you know, you can shake the dust. You don't need their apology to exit. You don't need their permission to rise. Walk away, and I will open another door. One you couldn't see because of the noise. I will connect you to people who say what they mean. Who respect your vision. Who don't make deals behind your back. But the next 30 minutes are critical. Reflect. Pray. Delete. Remove. Block. Shift. Decide. Don't waste this window. Let the countdown wake you up. This is not a maybe. This is now or delay. And you've waited long enough. I've hidden resources for you in the next season. Finances. Partnerships. Platforms. Influence. Healing. But none of it will unlock until you sever what I never signed. That group. That team. That contract. That room. I wasn't in it. That's why it felt off. That's why your spirit grieved every time they spoke about the future and your name was missing. This is a rescue. This is a rerouting. This is my mercy in motion. The shocking deal was meant to blindside you. But I'm blinding them instead, with truth, with clarity, with consequence. Because touching my anointed without repentance carries a weight they are not ready for. But you, my child, are being protected. You are my priority. I sent this message before the fire reached your house. I sent it before the dagger was placed in your back. And I will not let it go further. Michael stands guard. He holds the line. He holds the clock. 30 minutes of grace. Use it well. Archangel Michael says, I order you to open this now. A shocking deal has been made behind your back. 30 minutes left. Open it immediately. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. Listen, my child. You are not reading this by mistake. You were pulled here by the hand of destiny, guided by my angels, protected by a force you cannot see. What I am about to tell you will disturb you, but it will also deliver you. It will wound your heart briefly, but it will heal your spirit eternally. So don't look away. Not now. Don't say you'll come back later. You won't. Time is sensitive. And the truth is bleeding at your doorstep. For weeks, for months, even years, someone has been standing behind you, smiling with lips that hide betrayal, praising you with hands that have been secretly shaking another. And today, their secret almost succeeded. But I stepped in. I interrupted it. I exposed it. And now I must show you what was done behind the scenes, behind your back, behind your heart. A deal was made. Yes, a deal. Not a small one. Not something casual. It was a calculated decision, a dark agreement, wrapped in flattery and masks, sealed with a smile, but poisoned at its root. You were supposed to be the one hurt by it. You were supposed to be the one robbed, silenced, disrespected. But I will not allow it. I never will. The shocking deal is this: someone you thought was standing with you has given away your name, your trust, your confidence, your dreams, in exchange for something temporary, something that will now collapse in their hands. This deal wasn't just a betrayal, it was a dismissal. They traded your story like it was a product. They negotiated your peace for their power. They sold your soul into mockery while laughing behind closed doors. And the people involved? You know them. You've sat at the table with them. You've cried with them. You've even prayed for them. But they didn't fear me. They forgot who you were in me. And now, I must reveal it. This isn't gossip, my child. This is revelation. You deserve to know what they tried to do. You deserve to understand why things felt off lately. The heaviness in your spirit? That wasn't imagination. The tension in your chest? That wasn't paranoia. The dreams you've been having, about betrayal, about secrets, about someone whispering your name in a dark room, those were real. My angel was showing you. My spirit was warning you. And today, I pull the curtain completely. There were 3 people involved in this deal. The main one, let's call them the planner, used your past against you. They took details you once shared in vulnerability and flipped them into weapons. They painted you as unstable, as unreliable, as incapable. Not because it's true, but because they needed to rise, and you were in the way. The second, the opportunist, pretended to support you. They nodded, they smiled, they cheered you on, but the moment they saw a shortcut to something they wanted, they took it. They didn't just betray you, they volunteered to replace you. And they didn't think you'd ever find out. But now you have. The third, the silent one, said nothing. They heard everything, saw everything, and did absolutely nothing. And in my eyes, silence in the face of betrayal is betrayal itself. These three formed a triangle of treachery. And they sealed it with a gesture so subtle you would have never noticed. But I saw it. I recorded it. And now, I've shattered their plan. I warned them. I gave them time to repent. I whispered to them in the night. I sent my angel to visit in dreams. But they ignored me. So now, I have stripped their covering. My child, hear me. This message is not to terrify you. It is to empower you. You have been walking around thinking you're weak. You have been dimming your light to make others comfortable. You have been questioning your intuition, gaslighting your soul. But no more. I am confirming what you already knew. Something was wrong. And it's time you stand in truth. You asked me to expose your enemies. I have. You asked me to block what was trying to harm you. I did. You asked me for a sign. This is it. This is not coincidence. This is your moment of clarity. But it comes with a decision. Will you continue to hold the hands of those I've exposed? Or will you release them so I can elevate you? You have 30 minutes, not because I'm punishing you with a deadline, but because spiritual doors are sensitive. This revelation is time-activated. If you delay, you allow them more room to operate. But if you act now, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, I will begin the shift immediately. Archangel Michael is standing at the gate of your destiny. He has drawn his sword. He is ready to divide what is holy from what is unholy. But he awaits your response. He has been ordered by me to protect your transition, but you must let go of what you thought was loyal. You must surrender the illusion. That deal that was made behind your back. It would have stolen years from you. It would have delayed your next chapter. It would have broken your heart in ways that would take decades to repair. That's why I stopped it. But now, you must finish it. Don't reach back. Don't invite them in again just because they say the right things. I don't want their words, I want fruit. Let them show repentance with action. Until then, love them from a distance. Here's what happens next. In the coming hours, one of them will try to contact you. Not out of love, but to manipulate. They will sense something is wrong. They will feel the shift. And they'll want to check on you. Don't be fooled. It's a trap. They want to know how much you know. They want to reset your trust before you realize what they did. But I have trained your spirit. You will feel the unease. You will discern the lie beneath their smile. Say nothing. Let me speak for you. Let your silence echo louder than their rehearsed excuses. Watch how they panic when you stop engaging. Watch how the atmosphere shifts when you walk in truth. Watch how quickly they fall into the very trap they set for you. My child, the enemy doesn't just attack you through strangers. He uses familiarity. He uses smiles. He uses trust. But I have given you something greater, discernment. And today, I am sharpening it like a sword. You will begin to see clearly now. You will notice who shifts when you succeed. You will sense who listens to respond instead of understand. You will recognize who claps with you in public but curses you in private. And you will not be broken by it, you will be empowered by it. Because now, you know. The deal is broken. The plot has failed. The traitors have been named in heaven. And I am writing a new decree over your life, one of vindication, restoration, and acceleration. I will repay you for the time you lost. I will restore the joy that was stolen. I will open doors so divine, they will silence every critic who ever mocked your journey. I will raise you in front of those who tried to bury you. This is my justice. And it begins now. Don't try to skip this. It's just for you. Archangel Michael says again, 30 minutes left. Make the decision. Choose truth. Reject the false peace. Embrace the uncomfortable honesty. It will hurt for a moment, but it will save your soul. You are not alone. I am with you. I have always been with you. Even when they plotted. Even when you cried. Even when you said, God, where are you? I was right there. Protecting. Watching. Planning. And now, revealing. You were never forgotten. You were hidden. For protection. For preparation. But no more. Now is your moment. This is your uncovering. And it will be glorious.